So guys, I'm coming to you from Anna Regina Multilateral School, where Vice President Jagdeo has chosen to rap with, basically use the time that he has here wisely to rap with students and youth of Essequibo.
But you're sure it's a gold scholarship program, right? All right, I'm going to give me your details, one of my staff, and we'll stay in touch with you and make sure that we tell them when they come, when we tell you when they come out, okay? All right then, okay. So you from and which scholarship you're applying for? Like the two of you, huh? No, but which course, like? You all don't know which course? Oh, this is a different scholarship you're talking about. This is not the gold program. That's why I was asking. This is the Hinterland Scholarship Program. Right? So that's a different issue. So I'd have to follow up with the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs on that. So I'll still follow up with them, right? On you. But this is not the gold scholarship. I thought it was the gold scholarship program.
So guys, today the Vice President would have had a number of meetings with residents of Essequibo. Firstly, the Vice President met and addressed fisher folk who about 700 of them received $150,000 each, a cash grant promised by President Ali, and that was delivered sometime today after a speech by Dr. Jagdeo, Vice President Jagdeo. After that, there was a meeting with rice farmers, and after that, there was also a meeting with members of the People Progressive Party. And now, in the evening, as you can see, it's night here now. Vice President Jagdeo chose to use the time that he still has here to meet youth of Essequibo. So you have
apply for a job and get through the job, a government job, like.
All right. Okay, we can take her name and let's see. Let's see what we can.
I'm a single person and my husband and me left.
All right. Okay then. We'll try to see what we can do to help you. Give them your name and number.
Yeah.
All right. Do that.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. But the young people here don't. Yeah. So everything is going well with y'all. Y'all happy and stuff like that. Right. Well, where?
So in, again, an unprecedented methods, whereas politicians are using every opportunity that presented to them to meet, greet, and find out what are the issues of residents.
Doing the Good Hope Ball field, as there's like a lot of youths, including myself, who are interested in sports and would like to play, practice, and whatever. But
where is this Good Hope?
Supernam.
The Supernam. Okay, all right. All right. We look at. So what did you have to do on the ball field? What's there to be done?
Well, recently it was weed, but generally it's in a very bad condition because there's like holes and.
Okay, so you have to fill it up and stuff.
Yes.
So make sure that Vilma take our number and then do it and send me the assessment of what it will take, right? And we'll try to fix it. So make sure we get our number and send someone from the region to do this stuff. All right? Yes. I'm hoping to talk more about your lives and the future and studies and everything else, not just, like government roads and stuff like that, but we should look at the ball field too. Yeah. because it's a lot of young people get a chance. Yeah, go ahead.
Good night, everyone.
Well, you dress up to come to this meeting here. I had to take off my jacket. Okay.
Good night to you.
Good night. Good night.
Just to bring clarity on the scholarship,
Yes.
it's not from the Ministry of Armenian Affairs, it's from the Ministry of Public Service.
Also, there are two scholarship programs we have. We have one the ministry does, so PSM. All right, so I'll follow up with the PSM too. Okay, that one.
Well, I'm from Region 1 and I'm staying in the dormitory.
Okay.
And there's also...
So what does this scholarship entail? Like, what does it entail now? What a scholarship program student will get that you don't get?
Financial aid.
Yeah, like how much? How much money is it?
I'm not clear, but I was advised 30,000, I think.
30,000. Okay. All right. So it's the financial aid. Okay, because you're already living in the dorm. Okay.
One other concern, Mr. Vice President, is electricity at the dormitory. We have not been receiving electricity for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yes, sorry.
So what's the problem? Why would you be out of electricity for 2 weeks?
There was a fire at the KIMP.
Oh, there was a fire there?
Yes.
Yes, but you gotta fix the place up back if it's a fire. Because the children live there, they have to study and everything else. So we can't wait forever. The way government works, sometimes you grow old and you leave the place and you wouldn't get back electricity, so we don't want that to happen. We make sure that we get it done swiftly. Let's get it done. Because power is critical for everything. Electricity is critical. All right, so we look into it. All right, the fire.
Yes, Mr. Vice President. Thank you for
All
the
right.
opportunity.
No problem.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
I am Ms. Christine. I am a teacher here at Henry Valley Secondary, and also I am the leader of my community development group in the Richmond Love Alliance area. My concern is that about 2 years now our group was formed, and we have made several proposals for projects in our area. One of them is the building of a community center, as well as the development of our playground in Richmond.
Okay, I just came from a meeting and that playground was raised about, right?
Yeah, we've written several letters to
Okay.
various ministries and so on, so we're just kindly asking for
So
your help.
they told me that when the Minister of Sports came, a group was supposed to meet with him, but apparently they did not get to meet with him. So I made a note of that because he has a budget to do this sort of thing. But we're going to look into it directly the same way that we've done that ground, have a look at this ground, okay? Because I just made that commitment elsewhere, the last meeting I came from.
Okay, thank you.
All right? Okay.
Good evening, Vice President and
Good
other
evening.
members of the High Table. First of all, I must commend this administration for all the good work that it has been doing, and you guys truly kicked off running. You didn't really hesitate on anything, and all the organizations have been for the progress of Guyana and all Guyanese all together. I want to bring attention to, firstly I'm from Lima Sands, this is where I grew up, and so I want to bring attention to Lima Sands, and I have to commend there again the administration for the infrastructural work and development that has been done within the community. It has been great. We look forward for more, even so. But particularly I want to bring attention to women's, I think it's women's bakery or something. It was a program under the SLED from the previous administration. And they have a well-equipped building there, kitchen and all the bakery stuff and all that is needed. It is sad for me to see that today, since the previous administration, to date now, nothing really has been done.
Was it functioning?
It was with the previous administration.
What were they doing?
They were baking and selling. Baking pastries.
So
bread.
why can't they do that now?
That is what I have been questioning, and I think authority, the government has. I think you guys have.
No, but if they have a facility and they're baking and selling.
They used to.
Yes, so why wouldn't they want to do it continue?
I have no idea, but I think.
But we'll find out. But they should continue. We encourage entrepreneurship, and we'll be happy if they do that. It'll create more jobs for people.
Right.
You know, we had a big problem with the SLED program. You know, in Parliament it showed that some of the ministers and, well, MPs from APNU got 16 million for Big Pen and all kinds of stuff, barber chair. You remember the whole issue? $4 or $5 million for barber chair and that sort of thing. So we had an issue with it, but we don't have an issue with women working and doing well, and we can support them. Okay? Yeah. So we'll find out, and if you give us your name and number, so if there is any more information you can feed it to us so we can resuscitate the women's group.
Thank you. And additionally to that, on the same, where the building is,
yes,
they have an additional land also there. And it's just empty, it's just there. I think that we can have some sort of program, whereas we can utilize that land in some way. And I have an idea.
Well, go ahead.
That it can be, since we are in this boom of development and infrastructure development and a building and so on, that there's a lot of young men within the Lionel Macnab area, and a lot of them just drop out from school and go into the bush, the interior to work gold. But since there has been like a drop back in that, and a lot of them are just home doing nothing, I can see and I can vision that land can be utilized within the making of cement blocks and these kind of stuff, and have them like a group.
So do you have a community development group there?
I don't think that is.
All right, here, Vilma, you visit them. You personally, the two of you visit. Meet with this young man and the community, and let's see what kind of project we can come up with, and find out for me why the women's group is not functioning, why they're not baking and stuff, they have equipment, and what help they need.
All right, thank you, Vice President.
All right, okay.
Hi, sir. Good evening. I recently completed the CSEC examination. I was a past student of this school, and soon I will be starting the University of Guyana. And it's more of a concern than a question. I intend to study language arts. Now, this is this is not like something most people would study, even like geography. Are there other roles besides teaching that the government has to help people study these career paths?
Sure. Well,
or are there
I'm a little bit. I'm not the best person to answer that, because what I've said to people in the past is that they should choose a topic or an area of study at the university that has multiple avenues for employment opening up. And sometimes if you study a few subjects, they can only be one or two pathways, right? And however, I don't want to prevent or bias people against studying in a particular manner. So for example, if you do history, you either become a good historian or you go into teaching. There's very little other opportunities in that area, in that field. If you do, say, economics or something, and I shouldn't say economics because I'm economist, but If you do that, you can teach, you can work in the private sector, you can work a whole range of areas. So I guess that's your concern too. Now, clearly, as we get more sophisticated, the demand for skills across the range, right, or across the board will be higher. But I can't tell you career-wise that there'll be many, many opportunities that will open up in that area. You know, outside of teaching, maybe some other, the foreign service, the foreign ministry. That may be another avenue, the foreign ministry. So it does have some limitations. If you're an accountant now, there are numerous job opportunities opening up for you, or say in IT, if you study IT. But not everyone has that love or passion for that subject. So I guess any first degree in any area is good. It's the base. And then you can choose, even if you do a first degree in the area that you decided. When you go on to the second degree or a doctorate, if you wish to go on, then you can choose another area, more job-oriented. So this one is to give you the academic base and then go on in that area. But it's hard to tell people or dissuade them because it's your dream, it's your career. We're here only as government to support you in whatever choices you make ultimately. But I suspect you have to read a bit about it and get advice from multiple sources before you choose, finally. Okay? All right then.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, this young lady here, 1, 2.
Come on, Andy, somebody in front of you.
Yeah, you have three persons.
Good evening, everyone. Vice President.
Good evening.
Sir, I'm currently enrolled in the University of Guyana, and I'm finding it quite difficult to find a job with working schedules to satisfy my academic timetable.
So how is the timetable? It's a daytime timetable?
Yeah, most of my courses are from 9 to 12.
Oh, 9 to 12 in the morning.
Yes, it's rare that I would have an evening course.
So you're free from like 1 onwards?
Yeah.
You're looking for a part-time job?
Part-time job, you can say that yes, or a job where I work full-time but on night shift. So I just want to ask you.
Shift. All right. Let's get your name. We'll see if we can find you something. Where are you living?
Sir, I am in Essequibo until campus reopens for face-to-face.
All right. But when is the campus reopening? Online now? So they're not reopening. So here on the Essequibo coast you're talking about too, right?
Yes.
All right. So let's see. Take his name down. We can get him on the part-time. So at least you can give, maybe, in the part-time job, you have to do 10 days a month, and you get $40,000. So if you can do maybe half days, right? So then you can get the same money, but you do like more half days, right?
Yes, sir, I understand.
And because you're a UG student, we can have you work in, say, a school environment or someplace else where you're also in an academic kind of setting where you can learn as well as impart knowledge. So let's get him on that program.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome. Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I'm from an organization called Tempower. It's a private organization, and also the captain for the Tempower team, which is a female cricket team.
Okay.
We recently developed a ground in Iroquois. I must say thanks to NDIA for bringing it for us.
Okay.
But I would like if you guys could help us in getting a pavilion and a toilet and a children area, because we have females that go there and play too.
Yeah. How much would it cost? Since you're a group, you must have done the estimates, right?
I have no idea.
Oh, you know? All right. All right. So we'll do the same for that ground too, and then we we'll try to fix all of the grounds. We might be able to do everything at once because it's many grounds. So we can do a bit and then come back and do another bit, right? All right, so take our name down too for all these grounds. Wish, I hope you're taking notes of it, right? You're not just standing up. Yeah. Yes. So, all right.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's privately owned, but it's serving the community, we can help. Once it's serving the community, I don't care whether it's private or not. Once the people of the area are using it, right?
Yes,
please.
good evening.
Good evening.
I'd just like to back up my fellow village member who spoke earlier concerning the ground at Supanam. I've been home for some time, and the ground has been in a really deplorable state, honestly.
So it's also, we're going to send somebody, but so it's not just cutting the grass, it's filling it up too.
Yeah, there's a lot that needs to be done. That I think
is it flooded though, or is it high?
Yeah, it's flooded. The grass is high. Well, it was cut the other day, but it's flooded.
It's flooded, so then you need to probably fill it up.
Yes, sir. And in addition to that, I'd personally like to ask for a basketball court. There is no basketball program on the Essequibo coast. As a former national player, I see a lot of potential in the youths over here to play basketball, but we have no facility. And I'm not.
So how many players we have, national players on the coast? Do we have who does sports on the coast? Is there a sport officer? So what do they have a program for basketball on the coast? No program?
There's no program. I'm the only basketball player I know.
That's a bit shocking that we don't have.
Yes, sir. It really is. And I might want to ask and not take
No. But then we can get you to help coach people.
Yes. Definitely, I would take up that position to lead. And
so if we are doing this, where would you think is the best place to put the court?
I wouldn't suggest Supanam because it's all the way to the end and we wouldn't have everyone involved. It could be somewhere around Saudi. That would be like a midpoint for people from up here down there. But definitely not in Regina because we don't want to centralize.
Yes, everything. We're bringing the hospital here too because we wanted to make sure it's some equidistance from the Pomeroon to Saudi. So, yes.
Yes, sir. Because I would really like to see Essequibo partake in the National School Basketball Festival. We have no team there. I think we have.
No, that makes a lot of sense, and sport and young people too. I think we need to pay some attention to that. I just came from the Heritage Games last night, and I'm so pleased to see so many women football team. But it should not be just Amerindian and Heritage. It should be everybody on the coast too. We should have several women team. It makes us more competitive and hopefully we'll emerge with great players who can earn $100 million in their career and bring back the money here too. We can earn money too from this, as a country. So we'll look at that. We'll definitely look at that at the basketball court, maybe in next year's budget. Put it in the budget.
I have another question.
Yeah, sure.
I also see the need for the expansion of the communication section over here. We have the radio station. Sir, I have a diploma in communications and I applied there and I got no reply on a job. I also have experience in the media and I don't see...
Which radio station is this?
Right.
NCN, and they do programs from here or it's just a relay? It's a relay?
No, they have programs from here.
Really?
No, it's not completely relay.
Because I thought it's a relay, but we can find out. Let's get your number, right? And we'll find out. And because we need people in these sectors, and therefore we can get you to work if you want there. Okay?
And on that note, I'd like to, as PRO of Rising Stars, I'd like to invite the youths out. We're expanding our youth team. We always have space for youth.
What's the Rising Star? What kind of
It's a
team?
cricket club.
Oh, the cricket
Rising
club.
Star is a
Okay.
cricket
All
club.
right.
So I'm just giving you guys the opportunity to come out.
Okay. All right then. All right. But let's check if it's empty and it's a relay or. Because if it's a relay, there'd be very little that they're doing here.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Mr. Van.
Yeah. Can you write well? Can you write well? Because we need a lot of reporters and people who can be freelancers for a lot of the state media. So they can do little programs, even if they don't, they're not full time, and then they can sell these programs to the state agencies on their Essequibo codes, like development issues and stuff, and then they get that.
No problem.
You have some of the programs here are really dodo programs, you know. I shouldn't be saying this, but you know, really nobody looks at them. You gotta get exciting things happening on the coast, so we should look at that. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Vice President.
Yeah.
I have also a degree in communication as well as a degree in international relations. And I'm also about to do my master's, and I also have I'm about to get my certificate in accounts.
I thought you were going to say I'm about to get married too and stuff like that. Right, we're thinking about that, right? But yeah, sure.
Job opportunity.
Yes, I know that.
Yes.
So what are you looking for? Like in those areas?
Like within my field, it's
In your
really
field.
hard. It's challenging to get. That's my.
All right. Before, also get me your CV. Give me the number. Where's Steve and the other guy? Rampasad. Look at Steve. Where Rampasad? Look at those two guys there. They work in my office. Just give them your name. Everyone who I spoke with, give them the name and the number, and we'll get back to you. Okay? One of the two of them. And okay.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Vice President.
Good evening.
I'm currently a student at ATI, and it's an issue that's happening generally. You can have the qualifications to get a job, or when you're playing and getting through, but somebody with links,
Yeah.
we just go and get
Yeah.
through just so.
Like which job did you? What qualification you have?
A CXC, grade 5 and more. I'm not grade 5. My mistake.
Yeah. So and like what did you apply for that you didn't get?
I didn't apply yet, but I'm speaking generally.
No, but if you didn't apply yet, I thought some of you applied for something and you didn't get it, but you haven't applied yet. You got to test the system. Don't listen. This is a rumor-based country now. We love to give. So if you would apply, that's why I wanted to find out about you. I'm here to talk about each of you personally so I can help. So you haven't applied as yet, but you have 5 subjects at good grades, right? So what do you want to do in life?
Work on a magistrate. I want to become a magistrate.
What?
A magistrate.
A magistrate? Well, you gotta do a lot of studies for that. So you gotta study.
Yes.
You gotta move on. You gotta go on to UG and all of that. Get maybe a law degree first. You gotta get a law degree, then practice for a while, then you become a magistrate, right? So your job is right now to try to move along that route, you know, to study a bit more. All right. So where are you from again?
Region 7, Bartica.
Bartica. All right. Okay. And you have plans to study more?
Yeah.
Have you applied for the Gold Scholarship Program? Check it
I
out.
applied for the public service. I get through.
You got through with the public service one. Okay. But that's a scholarship that you have to study now, right? But what scholarship is that? Like now, because you finished the CXC, right?
Yes.
So what scholarship are you on?
This in mentorship, right? I'm doing office administration and studying it, so I applied for that at the ETI.
So you're on another scholarship. You finished the CXC and you're on another scholarship from the government. All right. Okay, all right. Well then, when you complete that, then you can think about work. Okay then.
Good evening, Vice President.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Right.
Just to add to the ETI concern,
Yeah.
I just want to, for your information, sir, September to December term, we have enrolled 56 male students, 40 female students. All the
56 male
at the dormitory.
and 40 female.
Yeah, at the dormitory.
Yeah.
From that among 16 applying for the $30,000 of scholarship. From the 16, only 6 got respond approved. My question is, because I get the question from the student leader, the expiry date or the date for the product opportunity expired on the 30th of August. And so the rest of students, they didn't have the opportunity to apply for that grant. And they're asking if, since the date went by, if they can still be considered to have an
All right. So let me examine it. That's what I said. When I go back, I'm going to find out about this program. But it's not just for one region that people apply. You remember, this is just region 2. So often there is, in all the scholarship programs, a limited number. So they try to split it up across the country. So I have to find out if all of the funds have been exhausted or if they still have more funds. If they have more funds, don't worry about the application date. Okay?
Okay.
And you're from the school and you're the head teacher?
No, I am at the dorms in charge.
Oh, you're in charge of the dorm, so we'll keep in touch with you too.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right then. Make sure that the guys know your name and number. Get your name and number there. All right, so don't worry. Once they have the funds, don't worry about the application date.
Hi, good night everyone. So I like the point that you raised earlier about Region 3 and Region 4, right? They have more opportunities than us here in Region 2. So I'm a prospective graduate of the University of Guyana. I read for 4 years for my bachelor's degree in medical technology. And I'm currently having trouble, finding a job. And even in Region 3 and Region 4, at the private entities, it's difficult to obtain a job. So that's one major concern.
So it's medical, a 4-year program at the UG.
Yes.
Well then, just let us get your name and we should be able to find you something.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? All right.
Anybody else from here?
Yes.
So what's the nature of the course? Tell me a bit about that. Does it have a technical aspect to it to fix equipment and stuff like that? It doesn't. Because we have a scarcity of medical technicians. Like a lot of the machines we're buying, we're trying to standardize now and buy GE, the General Electric or Siemens equipment because they're good quality equipment. So, but we have a lot of difficulty in finding technicians to manage and fix these equipment. So it's not that, right?
No, it's not that. It's mostly basically laboratory testing.
Oh, lab testing. Okay,
Yes.
all right. Then don't worry. Yes, we can find you something too. But that area is a big area that we need people in, who can service medical equipment. So they call it not engineering so much. It is more like a technician course. So you don't have to go all the way to engineering. So they just can service, maintain equipment in the entire health sector. We don't have those skills now. So make sure that the guys get your name and number, okay? All right.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening.
Vice President. I was currently called for employment to nursing, like the studies, but they say that it was cancelled.
Nurse, where is this for Region 2?
Yeah, for Region 2.
What happened in the nursing aid program? Oh, so it's community health worker. Okay, so when the program starts, because I'm told the program hasn't started as yet. So when the program starts, make sure that she's on the program. Okay? Right, so Ranji, what is this program about? So when is it starting? Are we training people? "15th of November, but see this young lady, right? And make sure she's on. Look at she's here now, so doctor, give her mercury in here. Yes, so is there anything else? Okay, yes, please. Good night.
Good evening, Vice. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
I am here in support of the youth, but we have a group. They're interested in cattle.
Cattle?
Yes. Sheep and cow. But the problem is the land.
Yes, I know.
Now, I have applied a long time ago, and which I think I told you about.
Yeah.
And until now, I cannot get the documents for the land.
Yeah, the problem with land in this coast too, every time I come here, it's a nightmare. Everybody have some use for the land or it's disputed. Where is this?
This land is at Mariah's Delight.
Where?
Mariah's Delight.
Maria's Delight, I'm sure.
Yes.
On that side, yeah. And I'm sure that we have several applications where it's already.
No, it's a transfer from my parents to me.
Oh, but if it's a transport from your parent to you, why do you need government?
No, not transport. Transfer. Transfer of state land.
Oh, a transfer of state land from your parent to you?
Yes.
All right. Well, then, if that's the case, let's check it out. Steve, just take a note. Did you check that? Did you raise it before with me? So you have it on record already with this issue, because my office, you probably raised it with me already, I remember. So we have it on, so you never got a reply from GLSC. So let's follow up and find out. Call them directly, the head, and say, I want to find out definitively what is the position. Okay, because we have it in the system already. Okay, all right, we'll find out definitively. Okay, sure. All right, all right.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I would like to know when GCOM will provision us students with our identification card.
Oh, that's a nightmare. I can't answer for GCOM. They're doing their own thing. You know, they're trying to do their own thing at election time too. So we don't control GCOM and the issuance of ID cards. But we're working now. GCOM will continue to issue their ID cards, but in the future, every citizen of Guyana will have another ID, which the government will issue, which we will be able to control. So we can then, everybody can get their IDs on time. And this would be an ID card with a chip. It will be a modern ID card, so you can use it anywhere for banking. It will be secure, you can use it for banking transactions. We are now working on 4 apps and 4 systems that will modernize the way we process payments and a whole range, including banking. 1, a national ID card with a chip in it. 2, mobile ID, so you can then do banking and everything else on your phone. You don't have to go in physically to the bank. 3, digital signature. You don't have to go into a government office to sign a document or apply for anything. You can do a digital signature and it will be recognized. And 4, a payment system, so that when we have things like cash grants and the school, the children, because we care grant, we can pay directly without having to go physically and meet people. So it's modernizing the entire financial architecture And we're working on that project now. Hopefully by next year it would be implemented that every citizen of this country will have their own ID card, a high quality ID card. The GCOM will do what it has to do. We'll leave them on their own, but we'll have an ID card that you'll use. Okay?
Okay, sir.
You're welcome.
Good evening, Vice President. I'm here just to inquire about the undernaming Sandpit Health Center. It has no accommodation for mothers. There is one small cradle there for the baby. It is mosquito infested. There is no AC or no fan. And the kids, when they go there, they're miserable. They have to sit outside on the floor. The mothers are...
Really?
Yes.
So when last did you have a visit there from anyone in the health sector or?
Sir, I am a mother.
Right.
So,
you're not?
No, I'm not working there.
Oh, you're not working there. I thought you're working there.
No, sir.
So what's going on at the health center? And has Frank Anthony ever come to the region and gone to visit these health centers? Minister? When was this? The last time? Well, that last year was a long time ago. So we need to get the minister, Frank Anthony, to come to this region and see these things. Because let me tell you that what we had. Whilst we were building the big hospitals, we had the same issue in several regions. When people go there, they don't have a shed. The place is muddy. We allocated nearly $500 million for 60-something health centers to put in seating accommodation outside, concrete area, putting a shed for people and all of that in the health clinics whilst we're working on big things. So we need to get the minister to come out here and look at these issues. But I'm going to make a note of that on the naming one and then
thank you, sir.
we'll
Also,
follow.
the issuing of birth certificates. It has been almost a year, and I haven't received my child's birth certificate as yet.
So who issues this?
They tell us to apply through the post office, but there has been no response.
But you need to make some effort in following up on this. Don't just...
I went up to the GPO in Georgetown, and they said that they will send the birth certificate back to the...
Oh, they will send. Well, I'm going to... Huh? You have an office in Anna Regina?
Sir, I wasn't aware there was an office in Anna Regina.
Yeah, so I'm told that by the regional chair there's an office in Anna Regina. You go in there and follow up. And if you don't get through, let me know.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Right? So, because today we agreed that Mr. Cummins, who is heading GRO, should come to the region because there are lots of birth certificate issues that the regional chair raised with me. The last meeting I came from, that was a big issue too. So we're going to ask Mr. Cummins to lead a team out here. He heads the GRO and have him deal with these issues. Okay?
Thank you very much.
So how come if they told people? Anyhow, the office here, people don't even know about the office. They use the office supply, but this young lady did not know about the office. So we need to advertise the services a bit more so that people know they don't have to go all the way to Georgetown to follow up. Yeah.
Good
Yes.
evening, Vice President.
Good evening.
I see the need for more IDC courses in Essequibo Coast because some children are home and unemployed and have nothing.
ICT?
ICD.
Oh, okay. Right, yes. So that's why we said applying to the scholarship, a lot of them, right? That is a way through. You can do that, right? You can go on the remedial program, you can do a technical course, you can go on to a degree. So did you ever hear about the GOLD program?
No.
Oh, you really? So you gotta follow the news too, not just like your Twitter feed and Facebook and stuff like that. You know, you gotta follow this news too, right? Because we've been talking about it for a long time, and this program is a really good one. It's 88 different courses you can do without leaving home, and you apply on it, and that's why I'm going to send all of them back out here from the whole program. So if you're interested, we need to really come up with this list of all the people who are interested. So when they come, if it's 1,000 people, they can come here and then they will work with them and process their application right here in the region, etc. So make sure that we'll link you up with them, give your name and number to my staff, and we'll make sure that you're linked up to them, right? So then you can apply for one of these courses and do that. And then maybe you can tell the others too, young people, okay? No problem. If you have to go, just go, leave, yes. You don't have to wait here. That's fine with me. I had a long day myself too, but it's still good. So that's okay if you have to go. Yes. Is there anything else? Yes, down here. You have something for people to snack on? Okay. If you go in, I'm gonna get a snack though. Maybe you should get it before they go. They're probably hungry too. Right, yes. Alright, oh yes, you're gonna it's not. So we're gonna after two more, I'm gonna wrap up because you'd say this man is keeping me away from the snack. So I just let's take two more and then we'll wrap up. Yeah. Who is there? Someone there? Yeah, just a lady. 1, 2, right.
Good night, Vice President.
Yeah, good night.
I'm representing Tapakuma Village. There are young persons who are interested in the Gold Scholarship, and so but
you don't have the internet, right?
Yes.
Internet, I know that, right? So we'd have to find a way. That's why I spoke about that we'd have to find a way of dealing with this, because this is the biggest problem with the hinterland villages and those who are not on we don't have the bandwidth. So we have to find a solution to that problem.
And the next problem is that we have the CSO program, and we normally it takes 3 months to get 2 months payment, and it's kind of taking.
Hold on a minute. So you're already a CSO?
Yes.
And why don't you get your payment every month regularly?
I don't know, but we normally take 3 months to get 2 months payment.
So why would that happen? They should be paid every month, or if it's difficult to get the money, and let them pay them every quarter, faster, right? We'll follow up. We got to follow up on the payment for every 2 months they do it because of the distance, right? You see, it's not only for the Essequibo coast. It's easy, right? Come back. But when we have to process payments for people, remember we have 2,500 CSOs. Remember, APNU had terminated. We had 1,960 or 1,972. They terminated them. So we have rehired now them, and we now took it up to 2,500 persons. But many are in very remote villages in region 8 and 7 and 9 and stuff. So it's harder to get the payment in there on a monthly basis. So maybe you were suffering on the coast because of that. So they put the payments together and then send it, from what Nigel is telling me, once every 2 months, right? But then they should get it every 2 months, so they know that they have to wait. So you get 2 months pay, and then you get another 2 months to get your pay. That's how it works now? So if you wait 3 months to get 2 months pay, and the next 3 months you have to wait, then you get another 2 months. You get that 6 months, you're only getting 4 months pay. You understand what I'm saying? If you have to wait 3 months, and you get 2 months, and then another 3 months and get 2 months. So every 6 months you're getting 4 months pay. How does that work? Like you have to pay people. Yeah, but we should sort it out because people need the money. And the part-time workers are all getting paid on time. Make sure that they're getting paid on time too. Right. Okay. Because it's something I had some complaints from Region 10 and that's sorted out now, right? Okay, this young lady here, and then after that we end and you can have your slide.
I'm here concerning what.
Yeah.
I'm here to ask what assistance, because I may have like a single parent, because I'm a single parent of 4 and all 4 going to school, and to besides I'm renting, and it's really hard on me.
And you, do you work?
Yes, I'm working.
Where are you working?
I work at Jagdeo Hotel.
Oh, Jagdeo Hotel. All right. So let's see what we can do with the kids. So make sure you give them your number, name and number. All right. All right. So we can't do anything. I don't like to raise expectation. We can't do anything directly to the single parents,
We're actually
right? But we may be
hearing
able to
Vice
help
President
the kids
rapping
a
with
bit more.
youth
Okay.
on the Essequibo coast.
All right,
They're
you
talking
wanted
about
to
a
say
number of
something, all right, please.
educational issues and a number of different issues.
Good evening, Vice President and everyone.
Right.
I'm a part of the Pathway program and a placement at a secondary school. There I would have witnessed Form 4 students. They would have fainted and collapsed in school. So
Where is this with school?
Cottonfield Secondary.
Cottonfield.
I'm asking if we can have medical personnel at the school working on a permanent basis. I'm asking. And also I will witness it on sports event.
Okay.
So I would be if a system can be put in place that a medical personnel can be at those sports events that the school will be hosted.
So we should do something. Maybe the education system should, when they organize sporting event, they have to contact the medical people. That's important. In every school, we can't have a medical person. We're now trying to get enough for new hospitals. But maybe they can train a few people in the schools in emergency care. You know, if a person is fainted and stuff, they know what to do, like first aid, and then that sort of thing. Friday, but what happened to the child? What happened to the child? They fainted because of what? Hunger, what?
There were 3 children, one at one time.
3 children fainted at the same time?
Different reasons.
At the same time?
At the same period of time. Different reasons.
Different reasons?
The school will give more updates on that, but I've witnessed it in front of me, it happened. Different purpose, I think one I can say for sure, the child did not have anything, any meal.
So
That is
one, I can understand that, yeah.
Yes, but in other 2, they're different.
But it's strange that 3 children at the same time would faint, yeah. Really? Is the 3 from the same family? Different families? No, but we got
So guys, you're tuned into the Guyanese Critic Live, and for those of you who've just tuned in, the Guyanese Critic is coming to you from
and where are these kids from?
Regina,
or
multilateral, and the Vice President is trying to sort out issues after dealing with rice farmers, fishermen, fisher folk.
But if it's
and even had a meeting with PVP party members. This evening he has chosen to use the time left here on the Essequibo coast to meet the youth and address their issues, listen to some of their concerns.
Yes.
And
I wrote C7 this year and I was in the top 5 per country, and I'm still waiting a scholarship, but at this point there is no news, but I want to continue my education.
Okay,
So, and there's some snacks even arranged here for those who would have taken the time to come and hear and have their issues and address concerns, and lots of youth here. Everybody well spoken, very positive. This was a very, very positive interaction and very interesting. The Guyanese Critic coming to you live from Anna Regina.